Hi guys, it's Angie and welcome to my channel. This is my channel about cross stitching, sometimes about other things like craftiness or today books. I don't have a whole lot to go over, so I don't know, we'll see. But welcome back to those of you who are following and watch my videos, and welcome to anybody who's new. I'm Angie. A couple of things. I seriously intend to film more often, but you know, 2020. I mean, enough said, right? No, if you watched my last video, I told you I've been having some computer problems and my husband fixed my computer and I was all excited. Funny enough, during that video, my computer turned off, which it does on its own. It goes into sleep mode, but usually it hits a screensaver first and then it goes to sleep. It didn't, and when I went to go turn it back on, it was just fried. Yeah, it was messed up. Couldn't get on my computer for a good week at least. It turns out my solid state drive was messed up. And I know nothing about computers, but I do know that that's an important part of the computer because that's where the operating system is. That's the foundation, basically, of the computer. So my husband ordered a new one. We eventually got it installed. I had to spend a couple days reinstalling all of my programs. And then I messed up my back. I'm not sure what I did, but I woke up one morning and I couldn't move my head and I couldn't lift my arm. I messed up a muscle in my upper back. It was really painful, and I ended up like laying flat in bed for a couple of days trying to get that so that I could move. It was rough, so there was no cross stitching for a couple days. I'm fine now. Now it's just a little tight. I'm guessing I slept on it wrong and I pulled a muscle. I'm not. Yeah, that was fun. So there was a lot of TV watching going on. Yeah. So anyway, so now I'm healthy. My back is fine, and my computer is working perfectly. It's wonderful. So now I'm back at it. Before I get into stitching, I will go ahead and do a little bit of haul. I like to do that at the beginning. There's not much. I'm still waiting. I ordered my big fabric piece from Charting Creations for my Haid. I bought the supersized max color of World Traveler, and so I ordered the fabric for that, and it is on its way. I believe Charting Creations is shipping from Canada, so they shipped it a week ago. I'm not expecting it to get here super fast because, you know, that's the way it is now, and that's fine. But it's on its way. But I was on Facebook. One of the Facebook pages I was on, somebody showed a finished product, and when I saw it, I said, oh crap, and I bought it. I bought the mini though. I didn't buy the full sized of this one because this one I don't feel like I need it full sized. And I ordered the fabric on that from 123 Stitch, and it's supposed to ship tomorrow, I hope. But this is by David Bartholet from Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's called Sasquatch. And I mean, come on. It's a Sasquatch. I have fridge magnets. I have t-shirts that are Sasquatch. I like Bigfoot. If you like stories about Bigfoot, I talked about this in a couple of videos ago, but there's a book by Max Brooks called Devolution. It's about Bigfoot. It was pretty fun. It was a good read. So this one's gonna get started as soon as it gets here and as soon as I have the fabric. I think today I'm gonna go get on AliExpress and see if I can order the full set, because from what my understanding, it's like $40 for a full set of colors that all are supposed to match the DMC, and while I know that the quality is not as awesome as DMC, I'm gonna try it, and I think I'm gonna try it for either this one or the other one, because they're both, I mean, that one has 89 colors, and my super size has 200 plus colors, and I don't want to have to keep ordering DMCs and spending a lot of money. So I think I'm gonna try CXC on that. I don't know, we'll see what happens. It's a trial. I've heard a lot of people do that, and they've been happy with it with their Hades. I don't know, just try stuff. But that's pretty much it as far as haul. I'm not interested in purchasing a bunch of stuff right now because I have plenty. I went through it last time. I have plenty to get started, and even now I'm sitting here going through these as I was doing my homework for Magical Stitches. I was going through a lot of these going, do I really want to start this right now? So I don't know. I don't think, okay, let's go ahead and I'll show you my stitchy progress. So I pulled out some Stargazer this week, and for Stargazer, this is where I'm at, and it's hard to see because we're at a point now where my fabric is wrinkly, and last time you saw it, it was like this, I think. So most of this got added. Maybe not, it might have been most of this, but it's a decent chunk. So I got a bunch of the side of the dress. This is just, I think it's gonna come up like this. So I've almost finished this page, and then this page that's gonna take a while. But I mean, if you think about it, I think I started her in April, so that's not too bad. And I'm planning on doing where every week I try to put at least a couple hundred stitches in either her or Garden Prelude. I did not work on Garden Prelude at all this week, or last week either. I don't think. I might have, I can't remember. So I'm just gonna show you her today. It's, I did work on my Harry Potter pillow sampler. I am now over 50%. Once I finish the flags, it's gonna be a cakewalk. I had a challenge where I had to do a mode of transportation, and they were very specific on the types of transportation. You had to have a project that had one. None of my projects had one, but I wanted to add a train to my pillow sampler. I added a train to my giant Harry Potter, and I liked it, and I thought there was an area in the pattern where it's just a bunch of little curly Q flourishes that I figured something else would be more fun. So I went ahead and I added a train into my pillow sampler where the flourishes were. So that worked for my homework, because that was one of the things. And then this is where I'm at now. I can't remember what else I worked on this one to get from the last time you guys saw it. I'm not sure if Hermione was on here the last time you saw it or not. I think she was, because I think I'd already started working on the flag. So I added more to the flag, I added the train, and that's all I've gotten done on this. There wasn't a lot of stitching going on when my computer was broken and my back was hurting. But sometimes it's nice to take a little bit of a break from the stitchy. I'm very impressed with how much I have stitched this year. Usually I get bored and I stop for months at a time. So to stop for maybe 4 or 5 days, it's not bad. And now I'm all excited to get started again. And then I did a lot of work on Pavan, and I feel like I'm stitching really slow on this all of a sudden. When I started, it felt like it went so fast, and now it's just going slow, but that's okay. So I did a lot on Pavan. I added another one of these. This one I had to unstitch almost all of it because so this is a repetitive design down here. And so once you get started, you get in the mode, and so you just keep going and you don't have to look at the pattern. What I didn't notice was there's a break in this one so that you can have another set of flowers come up here. So I got all the way over here, all the way up, and halfway through the design when I realized I screwed up. And then I thought to myself, okay, how can I just leave it and make it work? And then I said, nah, not on this one. Not on this one. I'm not going to fudge this one. So I unpicked it all and restitched it all. And now it's exactly where it's supposed to be. I added the little things in here, added some flowers up here, did a little work up there. The little butterflies, I'm starting to add those in, some extra flowers here. So when I get up here, I think there's just a little bit more, and then the border comes up. And then down here, I think there's about this much. There's a lot more on the bottom, I think. I think I'm close to the top with this. Definitely the side, and I've got a little ways to the side on here. So there's still quite a bit more to do on the fan. But it's looking really pretty, and I'm loving it still. If you've already seen all of this, because this is where I worked on the last time I worked on it, was all this over there. So you may or may not have seen it, but that's where I'm at with Garden Prelude. It's looking beautiful. I like it. This is the page break, so I'm trying to get up to the top of this page, and then I'll move on and work some more over there. So there's Garden Prelude. And then, if I remember correctly, sorry, the last time you saw 13 Colonies, I think, was at the page break. So I had to add, I think, 100, 200 stitches for something, I don't remember, on something that had a sun, because this one has a sun. So it was a bonus. No, I don't know if I actually got the bonus done. It doesn't matter. I stitched on it. That's what matters. So I got that stuff done. So that's where I'm at. I'm trying to show you better what 13 here. Let me see if I can get you closer to the camera, because it's so small. It's on the 40 count. So the image itself is really, really small. So that is 13 Colonies. And again, that's pretty much all I've done this month. Or, I mean, it's the end of August. Today's last day of August. September, I'm starting the Mayflower Landing. I'm not sure. I haven't been on virtual stitchers at all. I feel bad. I keep wanting to get on, but between the back and my computer not working, and I can get on using my phone, but I've gotten spoiled because when I do my computer, I can see everybody and talk to people, and then when they show things, I can see it better, and I don't want to go back to using my phone. Plus, I couldn't sit up, and it was a mess. So I haven't been on virtual stitchers at all. I haven't been feeling overall chatty. So that's where I'm at with my stitching. I don't have a whole lot of plans except, like I said, starting the Mayflower Landing. I'll probably start a few. I'm going to work hard on Harry Potter pillow, see how much I can get done. We're coming up to a point where I need to start focusing on like fully finishing it and Spock so I can send them off as gifts. And yeah, so that's it. I will probably kit up the Hades. I need to start kitting those up pretty soon, but it depends on the threads I choose to use and when I get the fabric. I'm thinking about changing my channel name because I just am. When I started the channel, it was very spur of the moment before I could think about it too much. Oh, yay. So my husband was in Korea for a year, and it takes a long time for the household goods to come from overseas, and the truck just pulled up with my husband's household goods. So I'm gonna have to pause my video here and help with our stuff coming in, and then I'll be back. Thankfully, him being in Korea for a year, he didn't actually amass a whole lot of stuff. So they just sent a little truck, but that's our little truck coming to give us his stuff. So there's that. The last thing I think I was going to talk about was just, I need book suggestions. I need more to be read book suggestions. I think I mentioned earlier, I may have mentioned earlier, or this just might, I've recorded a couple clips and then deleted them because something happened. Either a kid walked in or I had to leave to do laptop stuff. I mean, this is several hours later. Since, by the way, I did order some thread from AliExpress. I ordered a full set of CXC thread. So like $31, not bad. I know, okay, I know it's cheaper thread. It's not 100% cotton, I get it. But if I need 229 colors for one shade and another 89 for another, that's a lot of thread. And so I feel like the experience that I've used that brand of thread so far has not been terrible. So I'm willing to give it a shot. Worst case scenario, I don't like it. I'm not out hundreds of dollars. I'm out 30. I can handle that. I can deal with that. But I don't know when it'll get here. So we'll see. But I mean, it's probably going to be a while before it gets here because I believe AliExpress ships from China. Yeah. So anyway, but so it's been a hot minute, so I can't remember if I mentioned, but I do watch a little bit of BookTube. When I say a little bit, I mean I watch one person, and her name's Murphy Napier. I'll link her below. I love her channel. I love her insights. She's very opinionated about what she likes, but not in a demeaning tone. So if she doesn't like a book that somebody else loves, she's not like, you're a jerk because you don't like this book, or you like this book. It's like everybody likes what they like. This is why I don't like it, and this is a very hot button topic for me. But if you like it, that's great. And some of her, some of the books that she detests, and she's like, I can't believe this has ever been written, people she knows like it. So that's what I like. She's very open-minded about other people's preferences, and then explains why she doesn't. I've read a few things that she has suggested. Like, she really loved the book Rebecca by, is it Daphne DeMauer? I read it. It was not a bad book. It was not a great book. I didn't care, in my opinion, I didn't care for the characters. So that, if you don't like the people that you're reading about, you're not apt to love the book. I'm still probably going to see the film adaptation that's coming out soon, just because I'm interested in that. I like reading books from film, or film, I like, if I see a movie that I really like The Bourne Identity, I'm happy to read the book, which I did read. It was very different. The movie Sahara, I read the book by Clive Cussler. Very different book than movie. World War Z, read the book. Very different. So I have no problem with that. But I need some recommendations. I just found, thanks to Magical Stitching, it's also a reading one. They have reading extra credit, where every month you are prompted to read 5 books, and they give you very specific prompts to help you find new books. And that's the point of it, is to try to get you to read something new, which it has. Some books I found are stupid. Some books I found are great. This month, one of the prompts was find a book with the word Queen in the title, which should not be hard. I have several books already. Queen of Embers, I believe. No, Throne of Glass series. Read the series. One of them has the word Queen in it, and I thought, oh, I'll just read that. But I didn't want to, because I've already read that book. And I don't mind rereading a book, but I'm not in the mood to reread that. So I went searching on Goodreads for books with Queen in the title, which, holy cow, there's a lot of vampire and wolf queen books. And I'm not in the mood to read paranormal or monster books. I'm not in the mood for vampires or werewolves. So I kept looking, and a lot of them also seem to be romance novels, which I am not. I'm not a fan of romance novels. Not okay. Books where people fall in love, I like. Books where it's gratuitous romance, Danielle Steele type romance, not my cup of tea. I am not interested in that. So, Queen of the Heartthrobs, or, the ones where you've got the sexy people on, yeah, no thanks. But I did find one that piqued my interest, and it was called Queen in Hiding by Sarah Kozloff. And what really piqued my interest was that there are 4 books, all released within 1 month of each other, meaning she'd written the whole series before she released them. Which, okay, that's pretty awesome. It's kind of like what they did with the Lord of the Rings movies. They filmed all of them continuously and then released them, so you know that each one is probably going to be good because it hasn't, the story was all fleshed out. And the description on the book sounded interesting enough. There's a princess, she's hiding. Okay. Yeah, no, way different. I mean, basically the description's true, but there's so much more story. So I read it and I loved it enough that I got the second book, and I read that and I loved it. Second book is called Queen of the Raiders. Third book, Broken Queen. Fourth book, Cerulean Queen. Awesome. But so I just need some good book suggestions. So here are my things. I am willing to try almost anything. I tend to try to keep it, I mean, let's call it PG-13 rating. I tend to try to keep it there. If it has language, I will still read it because I can usually gloss over it. So language is not a huge deal. Content-wise, I'm not very big on gratuitous love stuff. I also, if it's, okay, so for example, I like Stephen King. Stephen King can be very, very graphic in lots of areas. So if I read a Stephen King book, usually I can read one and then I have to take a break from him for a while. I'm not a big fan of that. The reason I've enjoyed Stephen King in the past is because the stories can be really good. Like his book Bag of Bones is beautiful. The Green Mile, oh, that, if you have not read The Green Mile, so good. The movie The Green Mile, I love that movie. When I watched it a long time ago, I love that movie. The story is beautiful, and so I can gloss over some things for the sake of the story. However, I prefer to stay away from that. Dean Koontz can get a little bit graphic, but not quite as bad as Stephen King. I like historical fiction. I like historical books. Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand. I really enjoyed that. I've got the book, is it Code Girls? Hidden Figures? What is it? Yeah, I've got actually both of those books. So I'm going to read those soon. I like mysteries. I like thrillers. I like ghost stories. I have not found a good ghost story book. I did read a haunted, so like The Haunting of Hill House. I read that forever ago. I think I was in junior high when I read that the first time. Loved it. Something that makes you scared. I love to read stories that chill me to the bone, that make me scared. We don't have a door on our closet. Make me scared to look over in that direction at night because I'm scared of what might be. That's the kind, I love scary stories. I have a hard time finding good scary stories. I will give most anything. I've read a lot of John Grisham. I've read a lot of Clive Cussler. I found Preston and Child. I read one of their books and enjoyed it, but it was a newer one with a new protagonist. So I don't know if I'll like other ones that they've written. I read a lot of Tess Gerritsen, Kathy Reichs. Obviously I've read Harry Potter. I've read Twilight. Not interested in Game of Thrones. That one for sure is not gonna, no thanks. I've done a few Cassandra Clare books. I read all of the Mortal Instruments, and after that, I was just, no thanks. That particular world doesn't interest me very much. The Shadowhunters world, I haven't felt the need to jump back into that world. But you know, but this one, the Queen in Hiding series, that surprised me. I'd never heard of it before. I've never heard of this author before. And so when I found the book and started reading it and read the series, I really enjoyed myself, and I felt like I escaped, and it was fun. And so that's kind of what I'm looking for. I love Tess Gerritsen and her Rizzoli and Isles series, because each of those books is standalone, but you can read it in order as well, and you get more backstory. Love that. So I don't know, any suggestions? I'm willing to try almost anything. I think that's it. I have more unpacking, some grocery shopping to do. It's raining again. Okay, somebody please tell me, is Virginia always this rainy? Because I swear we have a thunderstorm at least twice a week. I mean, it's bad. I'm not bad. I love the rain. Don't get me wrong. I'm not afraid of the rain. I'm not sad about the rain. But our backyard, we have an area in our backyard that we can't even go in right now because it's like a swamp. You step in it and it's just squishy and your feet get stuck in the mud. So that's not fun. And I can't mow that lawn. All right. So, got back from the store, got back from running the errands, downpour, soaking wet, but the mail came while I was gone. And sorry for all the crinkly noise. Mail, so let's just quickly see what I got. Sorry, I didn't open it first, so I apologize for the sounds. I know some people don't like crinkle noise. Okay, so this is my first thing from, I joined Fat Quarter Shop, Fabric of the Month, and Floss of the Month Club. This is my first fabric from Fabric of the Month. This is 28 count chalkboard black linen. Oh, it's really stiff. So, not bad. I'm excited. So, this was, again, from Fat Quarter Shop. And it's the chalkboard black. It's an 18 by 27 piece. So, decent size. Black. Okay. Trying to see if I have any. I have a tiny pair of scissors here. Not my fabric-y. Not my special scissors. Okay, so I think this is the floss from the Floss of the Month. And for this time, it was yellows. Ooh, so lemon yellow. And I've got a bunch of yellows. So I got and it's all Weeks Dye Works. So I got Buttercup, Goldenrod, Sally Sunshine, Saffron, Squash, and Marigold, which, had I signed up for this and gotten these a lot earlier, these would have been fantastic for that, the dress for my conversion of my Mirabilia. But I've already got that figured out, so I'm perfectly happy with the colors I'm using. So now I have a bunch of yellows of Weeks Dye Works. 6 skeins, 5 yards each. Not too shabby. So that was my floss of the month. And then last but not least, this is from Charting Creations. So now that I have my threads ordered from AliExpress, I also have, this is 28 count, no, 25 count, 36 by 55, Easy Grid Lugana. Sorry for all the crinkle. I'm trying to see where it opens. Right there. Sorry, crinkle, crinkle. And this is just slightly bigger if I do over one. And oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, holy cow. Is this not slightly intimidating? This is like a blanket. I have a blanket. Okay, so here it is in half, and even in half, I don't think I can show you the whole thing. That's half. I have to double check because I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go over one. 25 count over one, I think is how I'm supposed to do this. We'll see. That's insane. That is insane. That is huge. So yeah, fabric, more fabric, and some threads. So there we go. Hey guys, I'm back. A little bit of a mess, hot mess this morning. This is I didn't sleep at all last night, so I'm tired, but you know, life goes on and I have to be an adult and do stuff. So I'm out of it, but I wanted to get on and share with you something that came in the mail today that I had completely forgotten about. So if you'll remember, I signed up to be part of Autumn Lane Stitchery Dark Queen of the Seas Sal, which I've mentioned several times on this before, and I completely forgot. So when I woke up and got on my email this morning and saw the first part to it, I was like, oh yeah, but I didn't get the fabric or anything yet. And I remember having to skip part of Sammy J's Flosstube a couple weeks ago because she had gotten hers, and she said, hey, if you haven't gotten yours and you want to be surprised, don't watch this part. So I didn't because I wanted to be surprised. Anyway, but it came today, so I'm very excited. And so here's the fabric. This is called Bewitched. I ordered mine as a linen, so this is a 32 count linen. I mean, I just left it folded in half, so it's really, really pretty. I love it. And I don't have any lights on. I've just got my windows open, so you can, it's actually pretty true to color on the screen. So I got that. And then the threads came packaged cute like that. I just thought it was cute. I broke it open because I was excited. But I got 3 treasure braids. These are the specialty threads that go with it. So we've got a pretty gold. This one is gorgeous, this blue, and this is really true to color on the screen as to what I'm looking at. So that's gorgeous. I love it. And then silver. In case you're curious, the silver is PB204, the silver is PB54, and the gold is PH04. I do not have the beads yet. She sent a note in the order saying that they had run out of the bead packs, and so she will ship mine as soon as they get in, but that the bead packs are not necessary until much later in the stitching, so that's fine. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, Labor Day weekend. I don't know what your plans are. Excuse me. It's raining cats and dogs here, so our plans are probably to figure out where to put all my husband's stuff and set up for school. I gotta start setting up for schooling for the kids. But Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble extra this week.